I still remember the way her perfume lingered in the apartment long after she was gone. That citrusy sweet smell, orange blossoms and vanilla, used to be comforting. Now it just haunts me. Like her ghost still walks the hardwood floors, laughing at the man I used to be before I found out what she did. Her name was Emily. We met in college in Michigan, Grand Valley State. She was studying early childhood education. I was a business major. We met during a student volunteer event for a local shelter. I remember she was wearing this oversized flannel and these ridiculous glasses that always slid down her nose. She had this laugh, loud, unfiltered, like the world had never touched her. I fell hard, fast. We moved in together after graduation, got a cozy one-bedroom place just outside of Detroit. At first, it was perfect. You know that honeymoon phase? Ours lasted longer than most. Sunday morning pancakes, Netflix binges, dancing in the kitchen while pasta boiled over on the stove. Her friends used to joke we were too cute, but there was always something private about Emily. She guarded her phone like it was a nuclear code, said it was just habit. I told myself I was being paranoid. I got a job in logistics, nothing glamorous, but it paid the bills. She started teaching kindergarten. She loved those kids, always coming home with glitter in her hair or construction paper hearts. And I loved seeing her like that, exhausted, messy, full of purpose. But about a year into our lives together, something started to change. The laughter became less frequent. She'd get quiet after work, distant. Her hugs got shorter, her eyes more tired. At first, I thought it was burnout. I offered to plan a weekend away, just the two of us. She said no, too much grading, too much on her plate. Then came the late-night texts, the long showers, the smiles she didn't explain. I remember lying in bed one night while she was in the bathroom, hearing the faint buzz of her phone on the nightstand. I shouldn't have looked, I know that, but I did. The message preview just said, "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you." My chest locked up, my vision tunneled. I told myself, maybe it's from a friend, maybe it's innocent. I waited until she came back to bed. She kissed me goodnight. Her lips were soft, warm, but they weren't mine anymore. They hadn't been for a while. The next day, I called in sick. I couldn't focus. I sat at the kitchen table staring at my hands, like they could give me answers. That night I asked her, point blank, "Are you seeing someone else?" She paused. That's all it took. A pause. That goddamn silence between my question and her answer told me everything. Then she said, "I didn't mean for it to happen." Like that made it better. She told me his name was Connor, some divorced gym teacher at her school. They'd started getting close during recess duty, chatting after class. It was harmless at first, she said, like emotional betrayal was some kind of stepping stone. She said it made her feel seen, understood, like she was alive again. What the hell was I then? A roommate, a placeholder. I wanted to scream. I wanted to punch something, but I just stood there, quiet, broken. The worst part? She said it wasn't serious, that it was just a phase. A phase. Like fucking someone behind my back was some kind of seasonal allergy she'd grow out of. She asked if we could work through it. Said she still loved me. I laughed in her face. Not because it was funny, because it was all I had left. If I didn't laugh, I'd collapse. I moved out that weekend. Crashed at my brother's for a month. Lived out of boxes. Told my job I needed some time off. I started going on long drives, hours on the freeway. No destination. Just me and my thoughts, screaming into the void. She texted me, a lot, said she missed me, that Connor didn't mean anything, that she was sorry. I never replied. I wanted to. God, I wanted to. But I knew if I did, I'd go back, and I couldn't be that guy. Not anymore. It's been almost a year now. I've got my own place. New job. I still think about her. more often than I care to admit. Sometimes, when I smell that same orange vanilla scent in public, I freeze. My chest tightens. I wonder if she's happy, if she ever looks at the man in her bed and thinks about the one she betrayed. People say time heals. Maybe it does, but the scar is still there. And every so often, when the silence creeps in, I hear her voice in my head. It was just a phase, but I'll carry that phase for the rest of my life. If you found these stories interesting, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to not miss even more exciting stories. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Wishing you all the best and positivity.